Good morning and welcome back to our class. Today we are going to learn about vocabulary. In vocabulary, first we will learn about some same word and different functions. We know that a word used to name a person, place, animal, thing, or feeling is called a noun. A word used to describe a noun is called an adjective. And a word used to express an action or a state of being is called a verb. However, the same word may be used to function as a different parts of the speech. Now let us see some example and understand same word but different functions. For example, we bought some oil for cooking. Now in this, oil functions as a noun. What did you bought? You bought some oil. So oil is a noun here. She sells only oil paintings. Oil functions here as an adjective. It describes which kind of painting. I oil my bicycle once a fortnight. Now oil, the same word is used here as a verb. When you oil, when you put oil, it is called as I oil my bicycle once a fortnight. So the same word oil is used as a noun, as an adjective, and also as a verb. Next is synonyms and antonyms. Words that have same or nearly the same meaning are called as synonyms. For example, new, recent, safe, secure, interesting, fascinating. Even words that are synonyms are slightly different from each other and thus used differently. Example: serious, sober, and solemn have similar but not identical meanings. Observe how they have been used in these sentences. Now we have these three words here: serious, sober, and solemn. They have similar meanings but not exactly the same meaning. Let us see the example. Misty is very serious about her studies. She stepped into the room, her expression as sober as her clothing. Sober means simple. His funeral was a solemn affair. Next is oxymoron. An oxymoron is a phrase that combines two words that seem to be the opposite of each other. Example: there was a minor crisis when the plane had to land. We saw an accident on the highway. It was a pretty ugly sight. Sarah had not studied at all, but she has been awfully lucky with her result. It is an open secret now that Digant bribed to get a ticket booked. In all these examples, we have oxymoron phrase, that is minor and crisis, pretty and ugly, awfully lucky, open and secret. So these are all opposite words written together in a phrase are examples of oxymoron. Now this is some examples are given here. The words are written with a little different spelling in British and American. Color is written like this with this spelling in British, whereas COLOR is written in American. Next example is honor is written like this in British and with this spelling is written in American. We have other words: recognize British and American, analyze, center is written like this, center in America is written like this. Meter, this is the spelling for British and this is the spelling for American. Learned, learnt, spilled, spilt, dialed, skillful, cancelled, cancel, installment, program, check, defense, aeroplane, catalog, catalog, pyjamas, pajama, tire, tire, and jewelry, and here we have jewelry. So here we have the different spellings which are used in America and in British. Formal and informal language. We often use formal and informal language depending on the situation. Also, certain expressions that may be acceptable in spoken language may not be acceptable in writing language. Some of these differences may be with respect to the use of contradictions, that is, shortened form of the word formed by using an apostrophe, or relative clause without the use of relative pronoun, which are more in use in informally. The difference may be in the use of vocabulary also. Let us see, they have given a chart here to understand which language is formal and informal while writing. Informal, formal. Use of contractions. Contractions means short form. It is informal to say, please don't disturb me. It is formal, please do not disturb me. We haven't received any instruction yet. We have not received any instruction yet. Question tags. For informal, you will have some tea, won't you? Would you like some tea? I have shared this file with you, haven't I? I think I have shared this file with you. Relative clauses without a relative pronoun is written like this in informal. You may contact the lady sitting there. You may contact the lady who is sitting there. It is suggested you wait at the counter. It is suggested that you wait at the counter. Vocabulary, informal. We have lots to tell you. We have a lot of things to tell you. Hope to meet you soon. I look forward to meeting you soon. Can I suggest something? Can I put forth a suggestion? Passive constructions. I have filled the form. The form has been filled. Avoid I, you, or we. We complete our lesson. Thank you.